Hey y'all, it's Megan. Welcome back to the channel. Glad y'all are here today. So, we're finally getting around to shelling our popcorn. If you hadn't seen that video, I'll be sure to link it. Check out that video first. We do grow our own popcorn around here and have for the last, 3 years or so. But we made a mistake this year and we don't want y'all to make the same one. So, we're going to show y'all what happened before we get this stuff shelled.
Y'all probably remember from that video, we had the popcorn stored in this building here out on a table so it could finish drying. And we'd have probably been all right if we'd have shelled it not long after we laid it out on the table. But what happened was, where this building is so warm, and it's the only thing we can think of why this happened. For those of you who don't know, corn, especially field corn, has these, I've always heard them called like corn weevils or whatever in them. And usually those things don't come out till springtime when it starts really warming up outside. If you've got field corn stored out in a building, or your popcorn or whatever, unless you've put it in the freezer to kill that insect inside the kernel, they'll come out of the kernel in the springtime. Like I said, it don't happen till springtime when it starts warming up. Well, I'm assuming since this building is so hot that we simulated springtime, and the weevils come out of our popcorn. And they were so bad that we could open the door of this building and they would just fly out. They were bad, weren't they, Megan? So I want to show you here one of the worst looking ears there is. Not all of them are bad. But look at the hole where the bug come out. And they're all like this. And so that kernel there, the inside is gone, and it's nothing but a shell left. That means that kernel won't grow, that kernel won't pop, that kernel won't do nothing. But then we have some ears who look pretty good that just have a few holes in them. Well, that one still got, right there's a good section in it. But there's a lot of holes up here in this too. Try to find one of these here things.
And so what was different this year of what we've done in the past is usually we actually set it up on the porch. We have a covered back porch, and we set it up there until we have time to shell it. We have it sitting there in a box. Well, we didn't want to do that this year. We wanted to try just putting it in the building away from the elements and everything, and apparently the better option was leaving it on the porch.
Yeah, because it's outside, and so it's, along with nature's temperature, I guess you would say. And so I guess, like I said, the hotness in this building simulated springtime and made these things come out. Right there's one of them. See them there? Mm-hmm. Almost like a little moth. And they may not be called weevils, y'all. So if I'm wrong about that, correct me in the comments. I don't really know. That's just what we've always called them. And anyways, this is what you get when, you don't treat your corn with any type of pesticides or anything like that. You're going to have them. It's inevitable. There's nothing you can do about it. The one solution to it is typically you would store your corn in the freezer and over, when you're not using it, and the freezer will take care of that. Well, anyways, these things come out way ahead of plan, and, now here we are with a bunch of popcorn with holes in it.
So unfortunately that means if you did watch our popcorn video, we're not going to have any popcorn seed for sale. We count our chickens before we hatched on that one. So we're hopefully going to be able to save ourselves some and do better next year. That's one goes to show y'all, even though me and Andy have been doing this for years and years and years, even way before the YouTube channel, you always mess up eventually, and you're always learning. So, even y'all new people, it's all right.
Yeah. And, the great thing about it is if we don't have enough to save ourselves some seed, we can still go buy some more.
That's right.
It's not the end of the world. It's nice to save your own seed, but we're still at a good place where we can still buy more. So, anyways, what I'm hoping is where the kernels that have the inside eat out of them, I'm hoping that they're going to be light enough that our method of cleaning this popcorn, that it takes care of part of those kernels too. Now, we popped some the other night just to see what would happen, and only the good kernels popped. The ones that were in the bottom of the pan that didn't pop, all of them had holes in them.
They were still delicious.
Oh yeah, the corn that did pop was
yeah.
still delicious. But so you know, we're certain that those kernels that had the holes in them, they're no good. So let's go up here and finally get this mess shelled and get this one little task taken care of. So last year and in previous years, we've grew a type of hybrid popcorn. I guess Tiger's not going to leave those cobs in that television. But we grew a hybrid popcorn that had a whole lot bigger cob on it. And we were able to use our old-fashioned corn sheller to shell the popcorn. Yeah, the hand sheller. But this year, this Japanese hulless has such a small cob that it won't run. It just runs right through that sheller, and I can't tighten it up enough to actually shell the popcorn. So, unfortunately, this is one other reason we've been putting this off for so long, because we got to shell it by hand. Next, we've got it shelled. We didn't shell it all. We got about 3/4 of that pot right there left. It's just taking so much time, y'all. We've been at this an hour, and we decided to just go ahead and try to clean what we've got, and because we're running out of time this season. But anyways, what we're going to do now is you can do this on a windy day, and it is windy out here. But being that we've got those kernels in there, those bad kernels, the actual wind itself's not blowing hard enough to possibly blow those out. So we're going to set up this fan right here and pour from one container back to the other and just let it blow everything. It'll blow all the trash out of it, and the actual good kernels will fall straight into the pan below. So let's see how this is going to work. Make sure we got it on the highest setting. We'll go back to the next one.
There was some kernels blowing out.
Yeah, I seen that. Guys, this method works for any type of grain. Any type of grain this works for, and it blows all that loose material out to where you've just got the solid kernel of grain left. There's still some stuff flowing out of it, so I'll do it again. It's about clean. let's look and see if the kernels that blew out are ones with holes or if they're actually good kernels. That'd be interesting to know. Yep, that one's got a hole. That one don't. That one does. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe this actually worked. That one does too. But I still see some in here with holes. So that is a method of cleaning your corn. If you grow your own wheat, whatever, and you just want to do small batches, this is basically what a grain cleaner is. You have a tumbling type system set up and a big fan blowing through it, and it blows all the loose material out of it. And so we just kind of make a homemade version or a do-it-yourself version of a grain cleaner. And this is ready to go. I believe this is ready to pop. I know there's still some in here. There's still plenty in here that have holes in them. But there's a lot more good kernels than it is bad kernels now. So hopefully we've got plenty to replant next year. Let's go down here and show them what Jacob's been working on.
Okay.
So the reason Jacob and Maggie haven't been up there helping us is they've got their own little project going on down here. So let's just go see what they've got going. So what you doing, Jacob? So you can see right here, he don't have the water running right now, but that's the start of his creek. And it runs right down through the sandbox. He has a bridge across the creek. And now he's made him a pond down here.
That looks good, Jacob.
It's actually stayed up for 10 minutes.
Has it?
Look.
Maggie, that horse is not coming back in the house.
I ain't never take a bath.
That looks real good, Jacob.
Imagine you're videoing it and then it just comes.
The dam breaks.
Good job.
So look at us. Me and Megan both have sweatshirts on. I've got my snugget on here, my gloves, and look at the two kids. It's like it's not even cold to them.
Yeah.
And they're playing in water.
It's not cold.
No shoes. Maggie don't even have on sleeves. But we can't do nothing with them. If we were to put sleeves on them or shoes on them, guess what? They'd be right down here just like they are right now because they would have took them off.
I had a coat on.
Yeah.
Maggie, don't wobble around in the water with your horse.
Lord have mercy. Well, guys, I guess is that going to do it for this video?
Yeah, I'll go stick that in my big old gallon jars and keep it till we eat on it.
Keep it till we eat. And we still got more to do, but we'll finish that up when we've got more time to do it.
And if you want to know how they cook this popcorn, I'll be sure to link that video too. Y'all be sure to check that out. And anyways, guys, we appreciate y'all watching. Hope you learned a little something off this video. Be sure to give us a thumbs up and a comment if you're seeing this video. And anyways,
We'll catch y'all on the next one.
see you next time.
Thanks for watching.